Hello and welcome back again. I'm super happy to invite Sylwia now onto the stage. Sylwia is the iZotope's operations and product specialist. iZotope is an audio technology company based in Cambridge in the US, and the company develops professional audio software for audio recording, mixing, broadcasting, sound design, and has has been used in a wide range of digital DAWs. And Sylwia herself is not only like the operations and product specialist, she's also a DJ and electronic music producer, and has been involved since 2010 in tons of different projects, reaching from techno to hip hop to experimental music. And before she actually joined iZotope, she was associated with Berlin Center for Spatial Sound. And so she comes from like totally different perspectives on music production, sound production, from an artistic perspective, creative perspective, but also she knows a lot about the capabilities of iZotope. And yeah, she is going to give you now an introduction workshop, or basically she's going to explain about what artificial intelligence can actually do to your music production process. So I'm super happy to invite her to stage now, and the next 30 minutes are basically all yours, Sylwia. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much as well. Can you see my presentation? Uh-oh, am I muted? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can see you. We can hear you. We can see your presentation.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to
confirm. The stage is yours now.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so yeah. And my name is Sylwia. Thank you so much for joining today. And I work for iZotope, and I come from Poland. I'm based in Berlin nowadays, and I produce electronic music myself, as it's already been told. And yeah, today I would like to talk to you about artificial intelligence in music production. And this subject is sometimes considered as controversial, and there are questions arising around the morality of usage of this type of technology in different areas of our lives and professional work. And if you would tell me many years ago to make music using this type of technology, I would probably get angry. So I still can understand that people might have some concerns around this subject. But a lot of things changed since then, and I understood how helpful it can actually be. And so today I would like to especially focus on what it exactly means in the context of music creation using our products, and how we can take advantage out of it. So I'm not sure if everyone is familiar with iZotope, so just before diving into the main subject, I would like to introduce you briefly so you have a bigger picture of the company itself and a better understanding of the technology that we use and develop. So yeah, the company was founded in 2001. So this year we are celebrating 20th anniversary, and our products are designed for audio engineers, producers, musicians, and audio post-production. And many of the products are considered as industry standards, and offer features and functions that are unique to iZotope, like the highest quality audio processing or machine learning. And our goal as a company is to help our users to focus on their craft and creative processes rather than the technology behind it, so that their work can be more efficient. And to achieve this goal, we are creating products with very intuitive design, so that our users can easily navigate and better understand audio processing. And also an important field of our development is assistive audio technology, which is helping users streamline their workflows when it comes to audio production. And thanks to both, we are able to provide also education, no matter on which skill level you are. So yeah, but coming back to the assistive audio technology, this aspect of our work is based on years of intelligent DSP algorithm development, combined with modern machine learning techniques, which enables our software to listen intelligently and analyze our audio so that we can, as a result, receive a suggestion in the form of a custom preset that is tailored to the sound we are going for. So generally speaking, before running our assistive audio technology in a form of, for example, virtual assistant, we are asked to broadly characterize the sound we are going for and the amount of processing we wish to apply. And then intelligent DSP in the form of the assistant will further analyze specific properties of our audio to set parameters of different modules in our processing chain. So the outcome is also based on our earlier specified preferences. And machine learning algorithms characterizes our audio by, for example, classifying an instrument or music genre. And this information also allows to line up these steps of processing that our track will undergo, and potentially, in addition, dial in some settings for some of them. But just to quickly, briefly explain what machine learning is, it's a way of learning input and output relationships through exposure to many training examples. So basically, there is a model created that's informed by feeding it lots of data. And through this repeated exposure to these patterns, the model can achieve the output we desire. And the data patterns form a neural network, which then is able to interpret data by classifying and grouping it. So one of the most known applications that use machine learning are, for example, Siri or Amazon Alexa that use speech recognition, or Facebook can recognize faces and assign to some particular people. So these are the examples. And now I would like to show you a few examples of products that use assistive audio technology and machine learning. So in order to do that, I will switch to Logic first so that we can listen also to some audio examples. Okay. And just let me know if you can hear that. Probably you can. So hopefully you can. So we have a track here. We can listen to a portion of it. So just to have some reference. Okay, so we have many instruments included in the session, but let's say we still need to do some mixing work around them. So let's say I would like to mix the snare so that it fits better in the mix. So in order to do that, I can use Neutron. And Neutron is our plugin dedicated for mixing for particular tracks in the session. We can add different modules and build our own processing chains. We can also access the detailed view of each module and have control over the settings. We can also use some presets that are built in the plugin and are dedicated for some specific instruments or specific audio production. It can be especially handy if we want to, for example, get inspired. So for example, I'm dealing with a guitar sound, so I can check some built-in processings that are dedicated for this, for different kind of guitars. And I can just see how the sound changes, and it can have some additional value. But let's go to the default first, and let's use our virtual assistant that I mentioned before. So in Neutron, it's called Mix Assistant. We can click on it, and then we can use the option called Track Enhance. And what it does, it will create a custom preset that is tailored to this specific sound that we are working with at the moment. So let's click Next. And now we need to specify what sound we would like to, what kind of sound we would like to achieve. So we can specify the instrument. We can also leave it to auto detect, but in this case, I know that I would like to achieve a processing dedicated only for snare. So then we can define the style we are going for. So we can set it to warm. If we want to have more rounded sound, we can set it to balance, or upfront if we want to have achieve more presence. And then we can set the intensity of applied processing. So I would go to medium and upfront now, and now I click Next, and now the assistant is waiting for audio to play. So I will play the snare only, so I'll solo this, and that's it. And as we can see, the Neutron applied some modules and set the processing chain for us. So it applied sculpture, equalizer, just to add some presence, as we can see, and exciter to add some color, and compressor to manipulate a bit the dynamics of the track.
Sylwia, just
Yes?
a quick interruption. Like if you would like to share your entire screen, then we can see all the plugins, because right now we only see your DAW dashboard, basically the song structure and everything. But if you go on share screen and share the entire screen, then we can also see the plugin windows, which I think is quite important.
Yes, I'm sorry, I wasn't aware that you can see it. So
that's all right. Like I guess that most of the people got it already, and I find it super interesting what you're talking about. But the only problem is that we don't see the plugins that you're clicking on. So if you share your entire screen, that
I'm not sure how to do it. I'm sorry. It's which setting is it? Like it's a full screen projector,
yeah.
or
okay. Yeah, it's like share your full screen.
Okay.
Then it should work.
Unfortunately, I'm not able to click anything anymore in the session. So
you're sharing your screen right now, right? So if
I'm sharing the application. So
you're sharing the application. You don't share your screen.
Okay, so I should share display, right? Probably.
Yes. Yeah, now we can basically see a lot more, but it's kind of like zoomed in, and we see only parts of it.
Okay, so okay, so I should scale it probably.
Mm-hmm.
This is a bit confusing here in the system. I'm sorry.
Hey Sylwia, if you just right-click it.
What exactly? The display?
Yeah, exactly. And just right-click and then transform and then fit to screen.
But in display view, I don't have this available transform. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see what I'm doing in the settings?
Yeah, just click transform.
Yes, sorry.
And then fit to screen.
This is super.
Great.
Okay. And hopefully
and
you see only Okay.
Now we see everything. Awesome.
Perfect. Thank you
you.
so much, and apologize, I wasn't aware. So yeah, in the second example, you can see how the Mix Assistant works while listening to the audio. But now, as you can see, we have already the processing chain set up, as I already mentioned, and yeah. First one in the processing chain is Sculptor, and I'll just briefly explain what it is. It's a spectral shaping tool. So it's like a real-time multi-band dynamic adjustment of the frequency spectrum that enables detailed control of the timbral characteristic of the sound. So what it does is basically shaping our track, in this case the snare only, toward a better version of itself. And it does that by using different target curves that we pre-select or we pre-detect. So as you can see, we have quite many of these. In this case, we are trying to shape our snare to the best version of snare possible. And as you can see in the back, we can see the spectrum of our original snare, and here we can see the spectrum that is working real time and dynamically adjusting the original spectrum so that it just sounds better. Then we have the equalizer, the exciter, and the compressor. So let's listen before and after. That's before. So as we can hear, there is much more presence, and yeah, the snare is more brighter, I would say. So now let's listen in the context of the whole track. Now, first I will bypass the processing. First I need to unmute. So the snare is definitely much more present. And yeah, but we should treat it only as a starting point. So we can analyze why some of the processing has been applied, and then start our creative work by changing the settings and yeah, adding the settings that would work better in our case, and just to add a vibe that is more unique to our productions. And now I would like to move to another plugin. So I will switch to Ableton Live, and hopefully you can see that now, right? If someone could just confirm, that would be great, because I hope that...
Yes, we can see it. It's perfect.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so now in this Ableton session, I have track, like a vocal rap track and a beat, stereo beat. So only 2 tracks. And now I would like to improve the sound of the vocal. So let's imagine that the rapper just finished his take, and now he would like to fit it into the beat. So let's listen what we have first.
Presence real loud. I'ma leave a message, no doubt. Yeah, message so wild, they gon' call it profound. Hey, profound. They gon' put my presence, they gon' call it profound. Hey, profound. They gon' hear my message, they gon' say it's profound. Hey, profound. Every time I enter, they gon' get like profound.
Okay, so now we can use another plugin, a Nectar. Nectar, which is it's similar to Neutron, but it's dedicated for mixing vocals. So it's for any type of vocal and for any type of production. So now we can also, again, click the vocal assistant. The Neutron is inserted on the vocal track only. And then we can click assist, next, and I will solo now. And we can define the vibe we are going for and the intensity. In that case, I would go for dialogue because it's rap, so I think that should fit. And intensity I would leave for at moderate. And let's click next, and let's play the audio.
Profound, hey, profound. They gon' feel my presence, they gon' call it profound, hey, profound. They gon' hear my message, they gon' say it's profound, hey, profound. Every time I enter, they gon' yell out profound. Life is profound, I am profound. We are profound, by the time you found out. Hey, I don't really ever let it get to me, but I've been hearing heckling and now I'm here addressing it. Middle finger up to anybody who don't mess with me, just keep the same energy when I begin to elevate. I've been working profound, hey, profound. They gon' feel my presence, they gon' call it profound, hey, profound. They gon' hear my message, they gon' say it's profound, hey, profound. Every time I enter, they gon' yell out.
And again, we have a suggestion for a processing chain. As we can see, there are two EQs applied. First is removing some problematic frequencies. Then we have some vibe and presence added to the track. Then we have a compressor and reverb that we can adjust by setting the slider here. Yeah, let's listen. Let's compare before and after.
Profound, hey, profound. They gon' feel my presence, they gon' call it profound, hey, profound. They gon' hear my message, they gon' say it's profound, hey, profound. Every time I enter, they gon' yell out profound. Life is profound, I am profound. We are profound, by the time you found out.
And now let's listen in the context of the whole track. First, I will bypass.
Profound, hey, profound. They gon' feel my presence, they gon' call it profound, hey, profound. They gon' hear my message, they gon' say it's profound, hey, profound. Every time I enter, they gon' yell out profound. Life is profound, I am profound. We are profound, by the time you found out. I don't really ever let it get to me.
So we have already quite some decent result. But what I would like to do in addition to it is I would like to use the unmask feature that is here available in the Mix Assistant as well. And unmask feature allows us to get our vocal to sit better in the mix without any time-consuming surgical EQing needed. So yeah, let's say we would like to just glue this vocal with the beat better, and just so you know, masking occurs when the perception of one sound is affected by the presence of the other sound. So we just will get some space for the vocal by using this. So I will click next. And now this feature is asking us to use to define a source with where we want to actually apply the unmasking. So this feature uses interplugging communication. So on my beat track, I have relay, and we can just set it quickly to the beat. And relay is like a really simple utility plugin. So now they are like talking to each other, let's say, the two plugins. And let's click next, and let's play.
Profound, hey, profound. They gon' feel my presence, they gon' call it profound, hey, profound. They gon' hear my message, they gon' say it's profound, hey, profound. Every time I enter, they gon'.
And as you can see, now we have this unmask feature available. And what it did, like under the hood, relay has also an EQ, built-in EQ, and it just cut out this curve in the spectrum of the beat so that our track can sit better. We can also adjust the amount of applied change in the spectrum. So let's listen, let's play.
Type of legend, I vow. I'ma make my presence real loud. I'ma leave a message, no doubt, yeah, message so wow. Hey, profound. They gon' feel my presence, they gon' call it profound. Hey, profound. They gon' hear my message, they gon' say it's profound. Hey, profound. Every time I enter, they gon' get like profound.
So you can also apply dynamics so that the EQ change is connected with the vocal again. So
Type of legend, I vow. I'ma make my presence
once again without the unmasked feature, and then
profound. Hey, profound. They gon' feel my presence, they gon' call it profound. Hey, profound. They gon' hear my message, they gon' say it's profound. Hey, profound. Every time I enter, they gon' get like profound. Life is profound, I am profound. We are profound, by the time you found out. I don't really ever let it get to me, but
yeah. So as we can hear, these two tracks are already good together in a better way, and we have some decent results just basically in a few clicks. Yeah, so that's Nectar. And another thing, if we still have some time, I wanted to show you is Ozone and Master Assistant in Ozone. So let me just quickly play you an example. I have a track here that is only mixed. Sorry.
We're so impressive and we're so under pressure. It's still on, we're too dark.
And now let's say that we would like to get a custom preset for our mastering. And Ozone is our flagship mastering software, and it's providing the final polish that makes our music sound dynamic, more colorful, and also competitive in any genre. So let's click Master Assistant, and again, we can specify what we are going for. I will just go with default settings for now. And yeah, let's play the audio.
We're so impressive and we're so under pressure. It's still on, we're too dark. We got fast and turner. Can't find it, the silence. Coffee, look at me spiral. No seat on the metro ride.
And as we can see, now we can even choose the tone that would be more accurate for the master we going for. So I can just raise the amount. I can just switch between these.
We're so impressive and we're so under pressure. It's still on, we're too dark.
Yeah, but for this particular purpose, I would go for balance. Let's click next. And again, we have a processing chain assigned to this particular master. And yeah, let's listen quickly.
We're so impressive.
Bypass.
So under pressure. It's still on, we're too dark. We got fast and turner. Can't find it, the silence.
Of course, it's louder because there is maximizer applied at the end of the chain, but we can also use the gain match, which will match the gain of the original file with our master. But I wanted to quickly show you one more thing that is associated with machine learning in our products, and this is master rebalance. And what it does, it's basically recognizes different elements within a stereo track, and then it's able to we are able to adjust the levels of particular elements without any additional stems, so only using the stereo track. So in order to show you how it works, I will play now, and as we can see, we have three elements: vocal, bass, and drums. So I'll play the audio now.
We're so impressive and we're so under pressure. It's still on, we're too dark. We got fast and turn.
I will switch to bass.
We're so impressive and we're so under pressure. It's still on, we're too dark. We got
And drums.
We're so impressive and we're so under pressure.
So yeah, it's giving us an amazing option to add control this in the processing in the mastering process. I'm sorry, which wasn't possible before, and we could try to achieve that by using equalization, but we would definitely be at risk of ruining a balance of the whole track. And in that case, we can just add some adjust by a few dBs here the vocals or bass or drums, and we can yeah, we have an additional control over these things. So yeah, just to mention, source separation technology is also available in our product called RX9, and it uses source separation in a module called Music Rebalance, and it's providing us an opportunity to, for example, create separated stems out of one stereo track. So for example, it can be handy if we want to create a remix and we would like to extract vocals or other instruments from the stereo mix. So yeah, these were the examples that I wanted to show you today. There is more to when it comes to assistive audio technology and machine learning, our products. But just with these examples, I wanted to show you that yeah, I think this kind of technology can be helpful for amateurs but also for professionals For amateurs, it can be handy because just in a few clicks we can get a decent sounding result. And we have also additional learning tool, because we can start to think about why this order looks like this, and why this dynamic EQ has been applied here. So yeah, we are learning as well. And for professionals, first of all, it can save time as well, because we are getting rid of some most common issues in a fast way. But in addition to it, for example, when it comes to master rebalance, we have options that we didn't have before. So yeah, but the most important thing, in my opinion, is that we should not take for granted what virtual assistants are providing us, because in order to become professional and also to stand out on music market, we should remember to treat it only as a starting point, and question the suggestions we receive, and yeah, start our creative work from this point. So I don't know if we have any questions on the chat, maybe. I apologize for the
It's all good. Sylwia, can you put your camera on full screen again? Because right now we can't really see you. That's perfect. Awesome. Like you answered all the questions, almost all the questions that I would have had. Like I think it's a perfect example of how machine learning and virtual assistants and AI can be used as a tool to enhance your capabilities, to make workflows easier and faster. And it's not that this topic that's often discussed, that AI is going to take away the creativity and it's going to take over. And so making music and producing music is still a creative process. And so I think that tools like the ones that you showed will help a lot of people. And I like that you mentioned it's for amateurs as well as for professionals. And what I didn't really get, like, I wanted to ask you that questions anyway, if you are like, for me as a person who is not a professional music producer, it kind of like there's a lot of things that you can do just with one click, but then you can still like edit stuff in this and in the different plugins. When you say that there's like you do like learning stuff or educational tools, how do you do that? Is it like, if I'm buying a plugin from you, does it come with like a bunch of videos that I can watch to understand what's happening? Is there a help desk? Is there workshops that you're running? Can you say a little bit about that?
Yeah, of course. So we are investing a lot of energy and attention to education part by creating really interesting articles that you can find on our website. And we have also video series, for example, called "Are You Listening?" on our YouTube channel, which is extremely helpful if we want to understand many topics related to audio. It's hosted by Jonathan Weiner, great sound engineer, and yeah, I really encourage you to watch this if you are interested in widening your knowledge when it comes to mixing and mastering, especially. So
cool. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Like, we are already out of time, but I think it was super insightful and super interesting. And for the ones watching us and they want to get their hands on iZotope plugins and stuff like that, I think that there's something in the goodie bag that they can use to get a discount on some of the products. So thanks a lot for being here, and thanks a lot for the insightful workshop and the journey that you gave us through a couple of these plugins. And yeah, all the best for you, and hope to see you at the Most Wanted, maybe tonight at the networking reception.
Yeah, thank you so much as well.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Have a good day. Bye.